The following video is sponsored by vend-co.com. If you are looking for a side hustle or full-time income, invest in vending machines. Vend-co.com has the latest in vending equipment for the lowest price, and they have financing, so be your own boss. Check out their link in the description below. It really helps the channel. Thanks, guys.
Good day, everybody. Today I'm going to be showing you how to play Monopoly Space. This game is a race of sorts, and there's a couple of ways to win. Number one, you can be the last player standing by not going bankrupt. Or two, you can be the first player to build your colony and get to the go space. So I'll go ahead and show you some of the components right here. On the game board, you've got 4 different quadrants over here, and on each of these quadrants there is a picture. Those pictures are going to represent one of the tokens that you're going to choose. You have the astronaut, you have the satellite, you have the moon rover, and then you have the space shuttle. And you'll go ahead and pick one of these pieces and then place it on the go space, and whichever piece you pick, that is the quadrant that you're going to be trying to colonize. So for the space shuttle, this is going to be his area. For the satellite, this is his area right here on this side. This side is the astronaut, and then this side is the moon rover. You also have chance and community chest cards. They work as in the standard Monopoly game. Anytime you land on a chance space or a community chest space, you'll go ahead and draw the card and simply do what it says. New addition, you have domes. You've got a small dome, which is this, and then you have the large dome, which is this. What you're going to be doing is you're going to be trying to build your colony. You'll try to build a dome there, build a dome there, build a dome here, and then build the dome here, and then finally build the big dome here. Once you're able to do that, that is going to complete your colony, and then you'll be able to try to go and win the game. Now, the way you're going to be building these colonies is through what are called resource tokens, and there are these little things over here. You're going to be buying these throughout the game, and anytime you get 3 of these, you will be able to turn them in or burn them, and then go ahead and place a dome on the space like so. There are several ways you can get these resource tiles, and I'll go over all that here in just a little bit. You have your money. This is standard Monopoly money, and in the beginning everybody is going to start with $900. You'll go ahead and pick someone to be the banker. He'll basically take care of the resource tiles and the money and deal all that out. You'll roll the dice, and whoever gets the highest number will go first, and then play will pass to the left. Now, as in regular Monopoly, anytime you roll doubles, you're going to get another turn, but if you roll doubles 3 times, you're going to head to jail. So let's say it's my turn, and I go ahead and I roll. Let's say I rolled an 8. I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've landed on the Moon Sea of Tranquility. If it is unowned, I can go ahead and purchase it if I would like to for the purchase price down here. And what I'll do is simply pay the banker, and then I will go ahead and pick up the title deed that goes along with it. Now, if anyone lands on this while I own it, they're going to pay me rent. For this particular property, if they land on here, they'll pay me $6. If I own the entire color set, meaning all of the colors in the color group, then the rent is going to double to this. If it turns out that I have a dome on there, then the rent is going to be here. And this just has to be one dome. You don't have to build all 4 or 5. You just have to have one dome on there in order to charge this. Now, you don't have to own a complete color set in order to start building domes. However, in order to get the rent price with the dome, you will have to own a complete color set. Your opponent can buy properties that are in your quadrant, and they could even get a monopoly, which means that if you were to start colonizing, your opponent could charge you for that rent. And if you want to resell the property, if for some reason you're not able to pay somebody money, this is going to be the value that that will be worth. Now, if you land on a property and you don't want to purchase it, the property will go up for auction. Now, interestingly enough, if you're the one that landed on it and decided not to purchase it, you're not going to be able to participate in the auction. If it turns out that it's a 2-player game, the other player will have the option of purchasing the property for half price. Now, when it comes to the resource tiles, there are several ways you can get these. Anytime you purchase a property, you will be able to purchase one of these resource tokens for $25. If you end up landing on an opponent's property, you'll also be able to purchase this for $25. However, if he ends up owning the complete color set when you land on it, if you wish to purchase it, it's going to cost you $50. If it turns out you land on your own property and you have the incomplete color set, then you will have the option of purchasing 1, 2, or 3 of these tokens. In all of the ways, you're only going to be able to purchase 1, but in that way, you'll be able to purchase all 3 if you would like to, and each of them are going to be worth $25. Also, if you land on the Wild Times, you'll be able to steal a token from somebody. Unfortunately, there's also the gravity loss, which you'll end up having to drop a resource if you land on that, and if you don't happen to have a resource in your hand, then you'll go ahead and pay the bank $25. But once you have 3 resources, you'll be able to turn them in and then purchase the dome. Once you have all 4 domes over here, you will be able to purchase the big dome for 5 resources. So some of these other spaces here on the board, you've got the warp run. This will allow you to travel up to another warp run space up to the property before it for $50. And if you wish to travel further, you just simply have to pay $50 for each warp run that you pass. If you land on the go to jail space, or if you roll doubles 3 times, or you end up drawing a card here that sends you to jail, you're going to go to jail here. There's a couple ways you can get out. You can pay $50 in the beginning and get out that way. You can try to roll doubles in 3 turns. If you do, you'll get out that way and then move that amount. Or if you have a get out of jail free card, you can get out that way as well and turn it in. Speaking of some of the cards, I'll go ahead and show you some of them here. Here's some of the community chest cards here. Here's a get out of jail free card. Here's one that says get 50, one that says get 75, another one that says 50. And then the chance cards pretty much work the same way, and I'll also go ahead and show you a few of those. Choose 1 or more players to lose 2 resources, collect 150, and so on and so forth. Of course, anytime you pass go, you're going to go ahead and collect $200 in salary. If you land on the free parking space, nothing is going to happen. Now in this game, you'll also be able to do deals and trades. You'll be able to trade properties, sell resources, trade, and things of that nature as in the standard Monopoly game. Now if it turns out you land on a property or a space where you have to pay money and you can't afford it, the first thing you're going to do is sell any resources that you have for $25 and raise money that way. If after that you still don't have enough, you're going to have to resell your property. And what you'll do is you'll just simply look at the resale value of the card, put the property back underneath its space, and then you'll go ahead and collect the money that way. You can sell any neutralizing cards, as they call it, and other cards like that that would neutralize a card being played against you. If after all that you still can't get, you're going to be bankrupt, and then you are going to be out of the game. So the game is going to go ahead and continue on until everybody except 1 player goes bankrupt, or 1 player ends up building their colony. And once they end up getting their colony, all they have to do is just get back to go. And the first player to get back to go with a complete colony will win the game. And that, folks, is Monopoly Space.